goodness me. All right, pretty sure we have to call here. Oh, fuck. That was super fast. We are screwed against Greenstone right now. We are screwed. 10 ball. Yes. Hold. Sweat this shit. Hold for me, guys. And we flopped a set blind versus blind in a spot where Cecilius is 4xing BBB. And I know some people are probably getting pissed at me. They're like, dude, you're not talking to the chat enough. And I'm like, dude, I'm in a lot of spots. And like, it's good to be in a lot of spots because that means that we're going to be streaming for a while. And now back to the pocket threes, where we are definitely going to jam. Definitely going to jam. You guys can sweat it out. Good luck us. This is going to be close to a jam, I believe, against the way this range is built. I think it's like really close to a shove with like 8s, and then you flat like deuces through 6s or something. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is how I want to build this. Obviously, lots of ace highs as well, but I think this hand goes in. Oh, let's hold. That's a good one. That's a good spot. Oh, he's pinched. Yes, yes, it's good when he's pinched, right? It's so good when he's pinched. Yeah, we had a sweat for a chop there on the river. It's good when he's pinched. It's good when he's pinched. Oh, yes. This is an interesting spot when pads flaps in that position. Pads' flatting range should be really dense aces, I think. Like, I don't think you should flat that often at this stack. That is really interesting to me. I mean, obviously I have an ace blocker, so that means my hand's good for squeezing. I can just put him in. But if like, I don't know, we're just gonna call. I don't know what's going on with pads. I don't know what he's doing. This is like not, this is not something like I really think should be happening a lot. I mean, I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying I don't know exactly how he's doing this. And it's gonna affect how I make my decision. I don't think that like I have that many 10s. I have a lot of suited ace highs specifically, but I don't think I have that many 10s specifically. Like, I think I can lead sometimes here and it makes some sense. Fuck. we wish the river was different, okay? That's all. We just wish the river was different. And we'll just check again. I think obviously there's value in a bet. I mean, obviously there's value in a bet. But I think there's room for me to bluff catch here. I think there's room for like Ruin to be counterfeit and like bluff with 9s or something a lot. Like that can make up a big part of his range. I don't think it should make up any kind of a meaningful part of Pads' range. So if Pads bets, it's really gross. But I just think he can be, like he can definitely have Queen X. Pads can definitely have Queen X here. Like I'm definitely going to lose sometimes. I feel like I'm going to lose a lot against Pads. Like if the other guy bets, I feel better. It feels like I'm going to lose a lot when Pads bets. But it also feels like Pads can still bluff with hands like that one. So, how many people cash in this? Only 11. No ICM considerations. Every answer's close here, I think. I think most of my answers here are close. I think Liz Smith asked how often am I planning on streaming. It depends on how many people subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch and follow me on Twitter and follow me on Instagram and follow me on Facebook. And I'm not bullshitting you. So it really matters, depends on that. Obviously, as you can imagine, right? It's a data-driven decision. If nobody gives a shit, then I'll stop. If nobody gives a shit, then I'll just stop. I mean, I got other shit to do. So, but if there's a market for me, then I will stream a lot. So it depends on how many, and the way that people can tell me that there's a market for me is by pressing the subscribe button on YouTube and by following me on those other platforms. Sorry, I'm in a bunch of spots at once. This sucks. This sucks with the ace-5 offsuit. It sucks because we're gonna have to call. We just don't have any, we just unblock all the bluffs in the world. So, like, yes, there are better hands for ace-5 offsuit than calling, and we might fold some of those better hands. That hand is going to get called. Oh my goodness me. All right, pretty sure we have to call here. Oh, fuck. That was super fast. We are screwed against Greenstone right now. We are screwed. 10 ball. Yes. Hold. Sweat this shit. Hold for me, guys. Yes. Oh my god, that's probably huge. That's got to be huge for us. Table 3, we're just going to flat this ace jack. Someone could do something different, like shove, and I would not think it was the end of the world. We're about to be on break, and I am going to have to take this break. Parker, go tweet about the fact that you're here, buddy, and get me past 400 viewers. If you tweet that you're on my stream and you are saying hello to people, we are going to get to infinite streamers by comparison to where we are now. Okay, so this is going to be the hand that we play before break ends. And even though it's 3 ways and even though it's miserable, it seems like you should just bet call all the time. Like, I don't think so. Sometimes. But not always. Parker needs to go tweet about the fact that he's fucking streaming on my shit. That he's like hanging out with us, and Parker can blow us up. Parker is beast. Anyways, guys, keep in mind, the way that we decide whether we continue or we quit is by the Twitch followers growing, the YouTube followers growing, and it's on and on. So please help us in that way. I think that this is okay here. Obviously, calling's fine. You don't end up raising like that much in multi-way pots against big bets. You don't end up raising that much against big bets in general. But this exact spot is quite efficient. It's really tough. He's obviously gonna have queens, kings, and aces when he's value betting, but he should be able to have other hands like that we could not lose to. Obviously, he can have queen 10, and that sucks. And that sucks. We could have called, but I don't think that. Like, I think that SPR, like sub 30 big blinds. I have ace jack, I have top pair, top kicker on very vulnerable texture. I think, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Happening there is I bet the river. He jams and I call, probably. So, although I think about folding, I have a 7 in my hand, so I probably end up calling. But maybe he doesn't jam the river. If he doesn't jam the river, then, that'd be fucked up pretty huge. All right. Definitely going to be calling with the queen 6 suited on the flop when we called before the flop. Okay, guys, I'm fucking pissed about that one, no doubt. And we're going to call the turn here because I don't think there's that many ace high hands that c-bet the flop. There are obviously some, but there aren't like infinity. So obviously it's a multi-way pot. The margin, I don't love the 6, but I don't think it matters that much. It's a bluff catcher spot. I gotta call sometimes, gotta fold sometimes. Obviously I expect him to be value betting a lot. It's a nice value bet. I'm gonna VPip this king 5 suited here. I could definitely 3-bet. Wouldn't mind it. Could definitely 3-bet, wouldn't mind it. Well, we miss a lot. And then we smash it a lot. I don't think we bet many sizings in between. Although we don't have ace king. I don't think that really matters. Like, it matters, but I don't think it matters like infinity, because they have so many, like, I'm just running at hands still. This hand's stone dead against a lot. I wouldn't have ace jack, and I wouldn't really, I don't have enough ace x hands, even though it seems kind of crazy. I have diamonds, and that's the way I'm going to find an ace. I have spades, and I have ace queen. So it's kind of cute to bluff sometimes, but not as fun as it looks. Fuck. I think when I bluff here, I have to bet like 160, take him off an ace. I feel like almost like I'm supposed to bluff with an ace. I'm not gonna bluff. I think bluffing's totally fine, but I think that like I have to bluff with an ace. He's likely to have a pair, which can help him hero call with his ace X hands as well because he blocks boats. I think it's a little bit better to try to bluff with a hand like that actually can win, even like that can chop. I think I'm supposed to turn chops into bluffs sometimes. I don't think I'm supposed to bluff with hands like the one I had as much, although I don't hate it. I think it's like not bad. I think it's overrated. I think it looks like it's really good, and I think it's not as good, nearly as good as it looks. All right, guys, good luck us in this fucking tournament. We're not folding ace king offsuit here. Ace king against jacks. That's a good start. Can we hold, please? Yes. It just hasn't been our day. This is interesting. It's interesting when he's opening as wide as he is. Gotta think about how I want to deal with that. Again, not a real easy spot for him to value bet thinly. Fuck. It feels like I'm gonna lose a lot. His value betting range, I am fucked against. If he's not bluffing, we are screwed. He's got a very weak pre-flop range, which makes it hard to fold. This is the situation from hell. We lost against ace king. As you can see, it's hard for him to value bet thinly. That's what just happened there. So we're going to continue to try to pressure pads with this 3.5xing strategy. It's also helpful that we've had the nuts a couple times in a row, but the first time we didn't have the nuts. The first time we were bluffing for sure. And last couple. Obviously, we're going to be putting this in. Pads folded against the 4-bet. We're gonna run it against ape cells here for 5 big blinds. Also because even if it's like not great, I need to get out of this situation if I can. Limp first in from the small blind with the 9-5-0. Pads puts out a very quick bet. Fuck. It feels like against him in this exact spot, I just want to fold the turn, but I don't feel like I'm supposed to, so I didn't. I'll just flash that every once in a while. I'll keep that off the... Fuck, it's a little tough actually, but I've got a slot open, but... Final table of the 2K. We have final table D2K. Oh, that's the wrong table. Look at that, it says 13 out of fucking 18. I'm a fucking idiot. Can you see that? Yeah, that looks pretty good for you guys. All right, we're trying to check raise the river. We were trying to check raise the river. The pre-flop call is pretty marginal. I think trying to check raise at some point is good. Although didn't have to, but I had a pretty good hand for it. We have a sweat in this fucking, we have king jack suited against ace eight of clubs. Boom, someone's out. I'm a horrible person to ask who the best regs are. I can tell you who the best BBZ regs are, but I wouldn't want to hurt the other guy's feelings. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Lenya, hold. Yes, yes. Bye-bye, Igor Kurganov. I mean, it doesn't matter who leaves, but we just want people to leave because we want ladders. We're just trying to get paid. There were seven. There were seven. We're up to 9,700. Just a reminder, these are the payouts. If you can't see it, it's 47,000 to first, 36,000 to second, 27,600 to third, 21,000 to fourth, 16 to fifth. All right. I know those numbers might be small. And 12.5 to sixth, and we're not getting seventh. So fuck it. Really dense ICM spot here for me. But I've been playing really tight so far, and I get to raise first in sometimes still, even with the stacks like this. It's very tough for me ICM wise though, no doubt. It's very tough. There are not many hands I want to be value betting in this type of scenario. Not the greatest river ever. Not the greatest river ever. Comes down to how wide I think this VPIP versus raise first in range is. Obviously that's like the worst river in the deck when the board runs out total bricks. I really think my range looks like it's very dense ace-x. I mean, it is, and my opening range is so narrow. Yeah, I'm not gonna, given the way that my opening range looks, I know it seems really weak. It seems really weak, but I think with the way that my opening range looks, that's still the answer. Need some luck. We do not have the best hand. We're flipping. Need a 9 ball. 9. Fuck. That sucks. I wonder how wide this range gets to be. I don't think I really want to open jam this exact hand class. That's what sucks about this spot. That's one of the things that sucks about this spot. He's first to the jam then. I don't think I want to shove Jack 8-0 though. Well, I think it's defensible. I want to use some slightly different hands. Somewhat similar properties, but slightly different hands. Just really don't want to raise call this hand against Hello Toddy's re-steal either. This will suck if Probers wakes up. I mean, like, it sucks when Probers wakes up here. I still think this is my best answer. In these like types of distributions, you just don't, I can't raise call anything right now. I could just, it's, I mean, it looks really awkward. I'm aware that it looks awkward. That doesn't have anything to do with math. Treat it that way, then like, you're gonna make mistakes. Hold aces, hold Probers, deuce. I said deuce, didn't I? Didn't I? Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Again, I know it seems super boring. Like, you want to be able to raise call. I don't think raise calling here is super fucking great though. Like, I don't think I want to raise call with Toddy stack like this. It's getting closer because there are less people. But I don't think I want to raise call this exact hand much. Not with Toddy's stack size. Like I don't even think I make necessarily more. Like I don't think I make more money race calling than doing what I did. I'm aware I'm going to get jammed on a lot. We want Probers to win not even because we just want the ladder, but because we want to get out of this fucking situation. Come on, 10. Oh yes. That's amazing. Pretty sure this should still, like, pretty sure his preflop range is weak enough that I need this to be other hands. Although this would be fun to jam. I think I need to jam other hands. Fuck. Yeah, so anyway, so like as far as like really high stakes players streaming goes, that can actually win, I don't think there are very many. And if you guys like this, then please follow us on Twitch, follow us on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, etc., etc. We took a shot, didn't work. His pre-flop range is pretty weak, so we're gonna take some shots when we can. Try to improve to some flops that are, some flops we have outs on. I'm just gonna check fold. Obviously, like, he's gonna win sometimes, but we're just gonna check fold. And he has king 6-0. I thought about jamming pre. I liked the idea. Didn't do it. Could have done it. Shows you how wide he's opening. I thought about it. I definitely thought about it. Lenya's raise first in strategy seemed tight so far. I'm not sure how much I like that strat there, but whatever. Lenya can make Lenya's own decisions. Doesn't need my fucking opinion. I'm gonna jam this hand. I'm pretty sure Padz's limp first in is wide enough. Obviously we're gonna get called a lot, but obviously there's also not like a huge ICM tax for me. That's a good start. Let's win this. We did win. I think that's a pretty standard hand for both players. All right, 20 BBs. Obviously, Omaha for rolls has the incentive and the ability to call off our shove. He's the guy that's closest to us. I think completing the small blind's close to the best answer. Got to win a race. That's a good start. That's a good turn. Yes. That's what we needed. All right. And I need to win some pots because I need some fucking energy from the tournament itself. I was starting to run a little low. We got the coffee. People started taking on people in chat. Starting to get a little tilted just because I was getting a little low on energy. 22 EBs there. Queen 9 offsuit from my perspective. Just a little tough spot. I mean, like, I'm not saying my answer is the best answer with Queen 9 offsuit. It's possible that I should be limping. But I'm going to get punished by jams. I'm not going to be able to call those jams at all. This is a much more forgiving ICM distribution for everybody involved. Obviously, Pads is the hero who gets to lean on everyone the most. Pads is the hero who gets to lean on everyone the most, but we get to play a couple pots. We can't go nuts. See, like these, like beat you to the 4-bet thing. Like, this is the way it is. Like, you start running some of these spots. Like, this is the way it works. These kind of deep jams and things. It's better than your Darwin. I don't know. I don't know enough about them like independently to tell you which one's better. This is an interesting distribution here, for sure. 40 bigs I can get jammed on. It's hard to raise call. It's easy to raise fold. It's a lot of equity to be raise folding. I think I'm still continuing to mix strategies. Starting to mix strategies more now because it's so hard for me to defend by calling jams at 40 BB. And they can still re-steal with like offsuit ace highs and things. So, and I think we can bet like this, basically for value, get called by worse. Expect to lose to a pair of 7s a lot. Gave 9s. Good luck us. Finton apparently showed my final table half an hour ago, which we appreciate. We are going to re-steal this with 9s. Like, this is going to go in. So, if we lose, we lose. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. This might be the bon voyage time. We're all in. We're hoping for the don't get snapped answer. Oh, we got the folds. That's kind of a good one. That's kind of a good one. I don't think anyone's calling with 8s. Actually, maybe we can do a little bit. Maybe we can do a little bit. I don't want to, like, I'm obviously folding a lot. I mean, it's pretty obvious I'm folding a lot. So, if you're going to play 7-8 suited, you want to flop a straight. Do we flop a fucking straight? I think we flopped a straight. Pretty sure we flopped a straight. Let's try to get these chips. This is obviously a flop that, like, I'm going to interact with a lot when I flat the small blind. It's definitely a flop that I'm going to interact with a lot when I flat the small blind. I think that, like, if I check, I think that his range is supposed to mostly check. I don't think this is a situation where, like, obviously I'm gonna have to play certain parts of the tree passively, but I feel like the counter strategy is to just play so tight when I check and then just to, like, check back because I'm in position a lot. I don't think I get to actually 2-bet as much as I'd like. I still want to check and protect the checking range and stuff. Like, I need to do that, but it's not super easy. It's not super easy. Yeah, this is like, this is literally like my introduction to Twitch. Like, I get that I'm final tabling at 2K and it doesn't seem like it, but this is my introduction to Twitch. This is like basically 2 Broadway cards. I think these Broadway boards are just very good for someone's limping range in my scenario. Again, same idea. I know that, like, this looks like really thin, but I'm going to be fucking bluffing here a lot, so. Like, just truth, we're going to be putting in the bet on this card a lot. We're going to have a lot of, like, Queen 10 type hands. We're going to have a lot of, like, ugh, what is that? Look at that river. That's brutal. Like, I just got punished. Like, we had him. We were putting him in. He was putting in the money dead. We had him putting in the money, like, super dead. Super dead. 30 bigs. Ugh. Pretty sure. Still looks all right. That's fun. I mean, whatever. Again, it's just if I could limp stab here, and it seems very standard, but, like, I'm gonna have a lot of air, and he can just punish that. So again, I'm gonna have a folding range here. So yes, this hand has showdown value. Like, yes, this hand can win. Yes, this hand has showdown value. Yes, this hand can win, but this hand also loses to a lot of hands that should fold to a bet there. And again, given, like, the more narrow composition that I'm likely to have, I think it makes sense for me to do what I'm doing. So, deuces here. I mean, it doesn't really do anything, so I think we should just fold. Oh shit, here we go. Yes, spy pads. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. There were 3. There were 3. There were 3. That might look like 6, but, you know, whatever. There were 3. Here we go. Again, it's kind of a tough distribution. I'm just going to keep doing this. Probers has all the chips. He's supposed to be playing all the hands. Obviously, I interact with this flop reasonably well. I have lots of Broadway hands, etc. So this is just the way that I'm going to start with a bet here. The problem with starting with a bet is that I'm missing a lot of flushes. But I still think that starting with a bet's not unreasonable, especially a small one. I think we're supposed to mostly check the turn. I don't block anything, so it's fine to bluff, but it's just not easy for me to value bet here across streets. Like, I don't have a lot of flushes here, so. Obviously, like, Lenya has a lot of flushes. Lenya can even call this river with non-flushes. I can bluff here a lot. I think that the board texture having, I think I'm just going to give up. I think the board texture having Lenya is a flush. I think the board texture having the ace of hearts on it and the queen of hearts on it and the 9 of hearts on it makes it really hard for me to have a flush when I limp. All right, we have 9s. We still have fold equity. Obviously, Probers can be isolating and folding. Obviously, it feels like he's going to be ISO calling a jam. It feels like he's going to be ISO calling a jam a lot. But here we go. Obviously, he can fold. Ooh, he has aces. That's not good. That's not good. That means we're out. GG. GG. Thanks for watching, guys. GG, and thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, I punted. I'm sorry. Thank you very much for checking out this stream. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to YouTube. Follow us on Twitch. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. So I'll talk to you guys later. Cheers. Bye-bye.